Hello, I'm Adrian, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the guitar stylings of the Happy Mondays. Now, I think the Mondays are always a little bit neglected by guitarists, and of all the Manchester bands from that kind of era, it's always the Stone Roses who get all the attention from guitar players for pretty obvious reasons. But I thought I'd redress the balance a little bit in this video, and I'm going to talk about 4 of my favourite Happy Mondays riffs. They were all played by a man called Mark Day, I believe, although I had to look that up because he's not exactly a household name amongst guitar players, which is a real shame, I think, because he's a great guitarist, come up with many of these kind of really cool, inventive, catchy riffs. So let's get to it. All of these riffs are taken from the Pills, Thrills and Bellyaches album. They're all pretty easy to play. I hope you find them fun to play. So let's get to it. Riff number 1 is Loose Fit. That's what I was playing at the start of this video. And it's a great riff, really simple but really effective, really cool riff. And to play it, you're going to need a capo on at the first fret, and it's really just one finger shape which is just moved up and down, combined with some nice open strings. So let's grab this first chord shape, finger shape. I'm playing the 10th fret on the D string and the 9th fret on the B string, and I'm going to be picking the D string, followed by the open high E string, then I'm going to pluck the B string, and then an open G string. So then I'm going to be moving that finger shape 2 frets higher, and I'm going to play the D string, followed by the B string. Then I've got another open G, and I'm moving that finger shape back down again 2 frets lower, and I'm playing the D and the B. So all of that together slowly is and a little bit faster. Perhaps the trickiest thing about this riff is just the rhythm of it. And the best thing with rhythms like this is just to listen to the original recording, try and soak up the rhythm and the feel from that and copy it. But if you need to, you can count out the rhythm, and it goes something like this. I think we've got 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and 1 and 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 and. I always feel a bit stupid when I'm counting rhythms out like that, but it's effective. If you can't just do it naturally by feel, then you might need to actually go through it systematically and count out those notes and see exactly where they fall in relation to the beat. So that's Loose Fit. And obviously make sure you break out the chorus pedal for this one as well, because that's really going to make it come to life. Riff number 2 then, and this is Step On. Again, nice simple riff, all based around a D chord shape. So if we could start just by holding down a regular open position D chord. In fact, we're not using the top string in this riff, so you don't really need to press down that finger. I'm probably just holding down 2 fingers here. And I'm going to start by playing the open D string. And if you like, you can hit the G string as well at the same time as a little kind of double stop. Then we're going to pull off from the 4th fret to the open D string. I'm doing that with my little finger. That's what seems to work best for me. That there are some other ways you could finger this and maybe pull off with your 3rd finger, but I think this works best. Then we're playing the B and G strings, those 2 notes together. I'm doing that with an upstroke of the pick. And then we've got two bass notes. I'm just playing B to C on the A string, so 2nd fret to 3rd fret on the A string. And then we're hitting the D string again 2 more times. So and then the riff just cycles round like that. So nice and slowly we have I'm playing that with all downstrokes of the pick, apart from that double stop, which I'm playing with an upstroke. Rhythm-wise, it's pretty simple, but if you'd like me to just count it out for you, we've got 1 and a 2, 3, 4, and 1 and a 2, 3, 4. So that's step on. Riff number 3, this is God's Cop, and this is a really fun one to play. You're going to need a slide to play this. I'm just using a glass slide, which I'm wearing on my little finger just because that frees up my other fingers to play fretted notes. Now, the riff goes something like this. We've got... And we're going to start off using the slide, and we're going to slide up to the 10th fret on the top 3 strings. Remember, if you're using a slide, if you want to get things to be in tune, you've got to have the slide right over the fret rather than behind it, which is where you would press if you were fretting the notes. So we're going to slide up to the 10th fret. I'm going to play that twice. Then we're going to slide up to the 13th fret and play that twice. And then we're just going to slide up off that note. Just slightly. Then we've got a little double stop shape here. It's the 14th fret on the G, 13th fret on the B. Same shape, 1 fret lower. Then we've got some open strings. Just the open G and B, and then double stop 10th fret on the G and B, and then we're going to play 12th fret on the A string and back to that double stop on the B and the G, and then I think there's just a open B or an open G string just to kind of keep time as the riff goes round on itself. So just slowly we've got faster. And that's God's Cop. Riff number 4, and of course I'm going to be looking at the mighty Kinky Afro, probably my favourite riff of this bunch. I think it goes like this. So I've got some nice bending stuff going on here. I'm starting with a bend at the 5th fret on the G string. Bending that up a tone, it's kind of a 2 fret bend. Then I'm playing the open top string. Kind of a bit difficult to do on a Jazz Master because I've got the floating bridge. It's kind of hard to get the intonation quite right, but something like that. So we've got the bend, open string, then we're playing the 5th fret on the G unbent and playing the open string again. So then 5th fret one more time and an open G. Then we're into a C7 chord. So it's an open position C. Add in your little finger 3rd fret on the G string for that B flat. That creates a C7 chord. And we're just going through the notes in that chord. So we've got, so playing the A, D, G strings, then the high E and the B string. Then the G string and an open G. And that's where the riff starts repeating. So the entire riff slowly. And up to speed. Well, that's your lot for this video. Thanks for watching. Have fun learning these riffs and cheerio.